The tempo of play, I think we have to play at a quicker tempo, and we have to find a way to score more goals. We're going to take chances this year by trying to push it and play at a high tempo, and I think we're going to have a good defense, and I think we've got one of the best goalies in the league. We have to figure out a way to play harder in the offensive zone, to keep the puck more, and score goals. Well, I was here as an assistant 10 years ago, and I fell in love with the place. My family fell in love with the place, and then I was in Tampa for 7 years. But I have to admit, I've always wanted to get back up north into hockey country, and to be here, as I've said, and I mean it, it's a privilege. It's Original Six, and all I can say, it's the Rangers. And to have an opportunity to do this, are you kidding me? I feel so very fortunate, and I just don't want to screw it up. I'm not even thinking about those goals right now. I'm thinking about camp, the first day of camp. The biggest goal in my mind right now, and I've talked to the players, they'll receive a letter here in a couple weeks, is we need to up our conditioning level. That's my biggest focus, is you up your conditioning level. It's something they can control during the summer. And then the practice habits. The practice habits I think we need to improve on tremendously. And that's what starts a foundation of trying to get to that goal of winning a Stanley Cup. You can't go D, C, B, A. You need to start at A, and that's the number one thing is our conditioning level, and then practice habits. Yeah, they do, and we're even going to, again, I don't know enough about them. I'm going to see them as we go through the process of this development camp, Traverse City, and then as our big camp starts. But for you not only to be good in the short term, you need to be good in the long term, and that's where you have to infuse youth into your lineup. And sometimes you may have to force feed it in there and live with some of the bumps in the road. So there will be young kids in our lineup as we go through here, especially now in the National Hockey League. In a cap world, your lifeline is your minor league system and your draft picks. So we have to get them in there and teach them as we go along the way. Much more physically tough team, and more importantly, a much more tough team mentally. That's where, because I don't think you get tough physically unless you're tough mentally. And I think right now we're a little bit soft, and that's something that we can improve on. I think we have some people that can do it. It's my job is to push them in the right direction, be a little bit tougher on themselves mentally, and then bring that right into the physical part of the game.